Well, okay, so as you can see over here, it says what? That an empty rectangle with a base area of how much? Yeah, so your base area over here is 1,250 centimeters square. Am I making sense? Okay, it was to be filled from two water taps. Can you see these two water taps? X and Y. Agree or disagree? Okay, so sentence number 2 says tap X filled the water, okay, with how much? 2.7 per minute, right? So X itself, okay, X itself is how much? 2.7 per minute. So I know that you wrote X is basically 1 minute. Every 1 minute, it will add in how much water? 2.7 liters. Am I making sense? Okay, then for Y itself, right, is also to add in water, correct or not? Every 1 minute, it will fill in how much? 1.5 liters. Make sense? Then for Z is very different. Z is to minus, to take away water, correct? Every 1 minute, it will take away what? 1.8 liters. Make sense? So like I told you many times, I say that you need to draw a timeline. Agree so far? You need to draw a timeline. Okay, so what kind of timeline are you going to draw? You're going to draw one that looks like this, correct or not? You see, you still didn't want to draw after despite how many reminders. It's a choice. Okay. Over here, you can see, right? At 12 what? 41 p.m., right? Agree or disagree? 12:41 p.m. So we have 12:41 p.m. is over here. Agree so far? Okay, all three taps were turned on. Correct or not? It's until 12:47 p.m. Make sense? Well, so what we want to do is we find X first, X and Y first. You know why X and Y? Because both X and Y, correct. So 1 minute, they will give you how much? 2.7 liters plus 1.5 liters. Make sense? So every 1 minute, it will give out how much? 2.7 plus 1.5. We get to an answer of 4.2 liters. And this goes on for how many minutes? Idea? 6 minutes. Can you understand? Yeah. We get to 25.2 liters. So 25.2 liters of water is inside. Well, but don't forget that there's a Z, right now. For Z, every 1 minute, what will it do for Z every 1 minute? Every 1 minute, it will take away how much? 1.8 liters, right? Yeah, so over here, what happens is that you have 6 minutes, right? All right, I don't know why you write 7 minutes. 10.8 liters. Make sense or don't make sense? Can? All right, so then what happens now is that in 6 minutes time, how much water will remain in the tank? 25.2 liters minus away 10.8 liters. Am I making sense? Okay, minus away 10.8 liters, we get to 14.4 liters. Can you understand or don't understand? Change that to 14 liters, 400 ml. Does that make sense to you? Yeah. Okay, so that's how you do this one. Right, so 12:47 p.m. tab X was turned off, right? So only left with Y plus Z, correct or not? Well, they do this all the way till what time? 12:55 p.m. Am I making sense or not making sense? How many minutes is that? Continue with the same process. Am I making sense? Okay, it's the same process. What is the same process? As you can see over here, we have how many minutes? 8 minutes, right? Okay, 8 minutes. Let's talk about just Y first. Okay, Y does the adding of water, correct or not? So Y itself is, let's not be careless, right? It's 1.5 times 8. Am I making sense or not making sense? Yeah. Okay, so when you do 1.5 times 8, 12 liters, right? What will Z do? Again, in 8 minutes time, what will Z do? Z will basically take away how much? Very good. Can you understand? Okay, so actually taking out is more than what is put in. True or not? Yeah. Okay. All right. So at 12:55, 1/3 of the tank was filled with water. What is 1/3 of the tank? This is 1/3. Makes sense? At 12:55 is 1/3. Wow, how much was it at 12:47? Very good. 14 liters. Very good. 14 liters what? Very good. So at this point, it's 14 liters for 14.4 liters, right? Correct or not? So what you want to do is you want to do 14 point. So at 12:55 p.m. At 12:55 p.m. Are you understanding? Yeah, at 12:55 p.m., you are going to have 14.4 liters minus away, or in fact, you can say plus 12 liters, right? All right, then you minus away 14.4 liters again. Correct now. So that means to say how much liters is left? 12 liters. Understand? And 12 liters is 1/3 of the tank. Do you understand or don't understand? Yeah. Then you find, so 1/3 is 12 liters, right? How many units are you supposed to find? 3/3, right? Which is actually equals to 12 times 3. That gives you how much? 36 liters, right? But are they asking for the capacity? They're asking for the height. You always do what? Capacity over, to find height, you always do, very good, the height. All right, so over here is 36,000. Over your base area, can you help me with the base area? Why I put 36,000, you know why, right? Correct, correct. 1250 is in cm square, correct now? Okay, when you do this, you'll get to an answer of 28.8 cm. So this is the height of the tank. From here at 12:55 p.m., what we're going to do is that we're going to draw a timeline, right? At 12:55 p.m., remember just now we learned that at 12:55 p.m., how much water is still over here? How much water is still over here at 12:55 p.m.? At 12:55 p.m. Very good, 12 liters. Very good. Okay, very good. So tap Z was also turned off. Is that a good thing? Tap Z is take away water, right? After some time, so 12 liters, tap Z turn off, very good. It is not going to take water out anymore. Tap Y will just keep putting in water, putting water, putting water until when? We don't know until when exactly in terms of time, we don't know, right? But we know it's 3/4 of the tank was filled with water. Where is 3/4 of the tank? This is 3/4 of the tank. Am I making sense? Okay, 3/4 of the tank is actually equals to what? How, like, what is the volume when I say 3/4 of the tank? Very good. Very good. Very good. Right? So 4/4 is basically equals to 36 liters, right? Is it 36 liters? Yeah. I trust your calculation. Right, over here is 9 liters. Agree so far? Yeah, so we want to find 3/4. Correct now. So 3/4 is 9 times 3. That gives you what? 27 liters. Okay, wow. So what do you think? What do you think? You see, from 17, I go until 27. That means I need to add how much? 15 liters, right? Yeah, so every 1 minute, what can Y do? How much can Y add? Every 1 minute. 1.5 liters. Okay, so how many minutes will Y need in order to add 15 liters? Very good. Very good. Very good. All right, like what I've written out over here, you want to also write this out. Okay, list down everything. Okay, list down everything. List down everything. Every number that you put in has to be noted down with a caption. Is that okay? All right. If not, yeah, then that working is not as clear. Okay. So this is 15 liters divided by 1.5 liters. You know that is 10, right? 10 what? Minutes. Correct or not? Why minutes? Because liters and liters cancel each other. Yeah. True? Okay. So 12:55, 10 minutes later. 5 minutes later is 1 p.m., right? 1 p.m., 1 p.m. already. 5 minutes later is 1:05 p.m. Correct or not? But if you leave your answer like that, correct or not? Why? Very good. So 24-hour clock, 1:05 p.m. becomes what? 13:05. Agree so far? Do you need anything? No, you just put 13:05, and that is your answer for this question. Okay. The admission what? The admission tickets for children to watch a magic show were fixed on all days of a week. Okay. What happens is that on Thursday, there were what happened? How many boys and how many girls? 80 boys and 60 girls. Agree so far? And then after that, what happens? On Friday, oh, increased. Okay. Well, so the first thing I want to do is understand that, oh, this is what we call a B and a before and after. Is that okay? All right. So I understand that you drew the table. That's absolutely right. So you have boys over here, girls over here. Thursday is my before. Thursday is my before, right? My change is basically what is added, and my final part is my after, which is also my Friday. Am I making sense? Okay, so if you have it all written down, then that's perfectly okay. All right, what we have first is we have 80 over here, and then we have 60 over here. Does that make sense to you? Okay. Okay. What happens is that on Friday, the number of boys increased by how many percent? 30%. So we change 30% to 3 over 10 first. Can? Okay, you do first. You do first. I'll just wait for you. Oh, so you could do, right? Yeah, but you cannot just say 3 over 10, right? You have to do 3 over 10 times 80 over 1. Am I making sense? You have to multiply, correct or not? You have to multiply to find the real number of people that increased. So when we do 3 over 10 times 80, we get to an answer of 24. Oh, wow. So that means that I have 24 more boys who joined. Can you understand now? Yeah, okay. The word buy and the word off is very similar. Both tells you that you have to add. Am I making sense? Okay, are you sure you understood? Yeah, then decrease by 15% for girls. So 15 over 100. Am I making sense or not making sense? All right, we get to 3 over 20. Very good. So 3 over 20 times 60 over 1. Does that make sense to you? All right, so 9 girls left. Or in fact, sorry, not left, but over here is that decrease on Friday. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so these are all about number of tickets.
Yeah.
True? Okay, is this the value? No, this is how many, not how much. Am I making sense? This is how. Well, the question says what? 9440 was collected from the sale of the tickets. So how many tickets do you sell? 104 plus 51, which is equals to 155 tickets. Am I making sense? Okay, 155 tickets, and they earn how much? They receive how much money? 9440, correct or not? So we write down 155 ticks is actually equals to 9440. Am I making sense?
Yeah.
One ticket will be, am I too fast? Huh? Okay, one ticket will be how much? 9440 divided by, sorry, this one is over the 2 days, over the 2 days, over the 2 days, Is it just 155 tickets? 155 tickets is only on Friday, correct or not? Okay, so you see, we even, if I don't read carefully, I also make mistakes, right? Yeah, so you always have to reread and reread and reread, okay? Thursday is how many tickets? 80 plus 60. You understand what I'm saying? 140. Okay, so how many total tickets do we have? 155 plus 140. That gives me 295 tickets is equals to 9440. Can you understand or don't understand? Very good. So what we are going to find is one ticket first. Am I making sense? All right, that gives me $32. Do you understand? All right, and therefore my answer for this question for the first part has to be $32. Okay, let's talk about B, which is again they ask for percentage increase in the number of tickets sold from Thursday to Friday, right? So teacher Joseph was, in fact, was looking at this, and I realized Thursday was 140. Friday, what happens? Friday became what? 100 and what? 55. So you see the jump or you cannot see the jump? Can you see the jump or not? The jump is how much? 15. True?
Yeah.
So what should I always do? How do I find percentage increase? Very good. This is my 100%, right? Okay. Do you prefer to... Okay. Okay. See, why are you not writing this? I want you to write this part. Am I making sense? 100% is 140. Okay, I will just stop here. Let you write whatever you want to write this. You understand? Okay, 100% is 140. Then what do we want to find? We want to find 1% first. Am I making sense? Okay, you find what 1%, how much is that? Very good, 1.4. Okay, after that, what happens? So the next thing that you're going to find? The percentage what? Increase from where to where? Yeah, but how actually? Why not you do increase over the original? Why am I timesing 100%? Because the word asks. Correct. Is this easier? You already know that the increase is 15, correct or not? The original means the earlier one, which is 140. You understand what I'm saying? Very good. Okay. So you go 15 over 140 times 100. Am I making sense? All right. And over here you get to 10.714%. Now don't worry about this. Okay. Go and reduce. I mean, go and see if they ask for 2 decimal places or whatnot. Did they ask for that? No, they didn't, right? Okay, so if they didn't, then you can just put in 3 significant figures, so set 10.7%. Is there something that you can understand? All right, so therefore I have for you for this question. Oh, this is a rate question. Let me say this again. This is a rate question. Let's read the question first. Zicong, what can he do? Very good. Very good. In 2 minutes, he can type how many words? How impressive. You think you can type faster than him? You don't know, huh? Okay, very good. So what we want to do is we want to find, okay, you see the question says, at this rate, how many words can Zicong type altogether in 2 hours, right? In 2 hours, right? Yeah, 2 hours, we want to change that to 60 times 2, which is equals to 120 minutes. Yeah, so this is like adding, but later words must remember to subtract also. Is that okay? Let's assume he typed all correct lah. Can? For 120 minutes. But that is not the reality. Am I making sense? What do you want to do? How do you get from 2 to 120?
4 times.
Yeah, very good. So it's 5,400 words. Am I making sense? Okay, perfect. So 5,400 words is supposed to be the number of words that he typed if he did not make any mistake. But he did make some mistakes, right? What was the mistake that he made? Every 10 minutes, you're very sad, right? Every 10 minutes, what happens is that he will type how many words wrongly? 9 words. 9 words wrongly, correct or not?
Oh, yeah.
Right? So 120 minutes will be times 12. So 12 times 9, what do you get? You get 208 words that are incorrect. Am I making sense or not making sense? Okay, so well, again, from here itself, right, you will basically have to do, what do you have to do now? You have to, at this rate, how many words? The first one is quite easy, right? It's already here, right? 5,400 words, correct or not? Yeah, what is the total number of words that he can type correctly? Yeah, very good. Yeah, can you understand or don't understand? Okay. All right, that's the reason why your answer. So I write down 5400, you minus away the 108 that you typed wrongly, okay? 5292. This is a rate question. The table shows the prices of how many items? Okay, so cat, tower, haversack, water. I think this person is going for a cam. Of the 5 items, Glennis bought how many of them? 3 of them. And so write down everything first. 3 of them. Correct or not? The I don't know what's it. Lavivia. I guess it's Lavivia. Bought the remaining, so 2 of them lah. Correct or not? Yeah. Okay. Well, the question says what? The items each of them bought were different. Okay, so again, they say Glennie spent how much more? Very good. $11 more on the 3 items, right? Can you see over here? Can see or cannot see? Yeah, so you need to mix and match lah. You need to mix and match. Agree so far? All right, this is a paper 2 question, right? You can use your calculator, right? Yeah. Can you mix and match and tell me what do you think is the other items? To make things easy for you, you want to find the total first, correct? Yeah. The total is $47.80. Make sense or don't make sense? Yeah. But you actually got it right. But your calculation mistakes, right? Yeah, so you remove the extra, then you divide by 2. Make sense? So this is 1840, this is also 1840. Make sense or don't make sense? Okay, yeah. 2 items, go for the Vivia first. 2 items that will add up to 1840. You know definitely it is not. Wait, let me see. Oh, very, very easy already. Water bottle and towel, I think. Can we try? Okay, so this one is what? Water bottle and towel. Correct or not? And let's see whether if the rest cap plus haversack plus sleeping bag, does that get me to 2940? Yes, it does. Right? Correct or not? So cap, haversack, sleeping bag. Am I making sense? Can you understand? So how much did she spend? Well, you know already. Answer is $29.40. Okay, she spent $29.40. And then we also list down the cheapest item each of them bought. So you want to be very, very careful, okay? You know why I say that? See, whenever you see questions like that, quite easy one, you want to seize the opportunity. Can? Why are you using this when you can use a calculator? Now, Glennis actually bought 3 things. What are the 3 things that she bought? Can we list it down first? She bought a cap, correct now, that is priced at $4. She also bought a haversack, that is priced at how much? A haversack that is priced at $8.90. Agree so far? And then she also bought a sleeping bag that is priced at $16.50. Can you understand? I write out first. Lavivia, of course. Lavivia, as you can see over here, 2 things only. Tower that is priced at, how much is that? 90 cents. Okay, I believe this is the cheapest really, yeah. And water bottle that is priced at how much? 16.50. Correct or not? So the cheapest item for water bottle is 17.50. Thank you for correcting me. 17.50. The cheapest item for Glen will be the cat. The cheapest item for Lavivia will be the tower. Am I making sense? All right, so that's how you would do a question like this. Well. So what you want to do for questions like that, very simple. Okay, let's give it a name. Whenever you do area and perimeter, right, you must always give it a name. Okay, like for example, over here it says that the figure shows two stacks of identical cups. Can you see that? There are four cups in the taller stack. You know why when I stack the cup, I don't see, you realize that I don't see the bottom, right? Yeah, correct. There's a hole there, so you put it in, right? Correct or not? So the first thing you want to do, right, is to write out whatever you know first. Let's call this the cup. Okay? I will call this the cup. I will call this the cup. I will call this the cup. I will call this small little part the pot. Am I making sense? So how many? 4C plus 1P is actually equals to? Very good. Can you understand?
Yeah.
Well, then the next one is also the same thing. Cup. 2P. Correct or not? Cup. Cup. Correct or not? How many cup? 3 cup. 2P is equals to 21 cm. Then what do you want to do right now to the parts? What do you want to do to the parts? Sorry? Make them the same. Very good. So you times 2 here, times 2 here. You understand what I'm saying or not? Then at least from there you can see your answer, right? So 8 cups plus 2P is equals to 50 cm. Do you understand or don't understand? 3 cups plus 2P is equals to 21 cm. Is this something that you can understand? Very good. Very good. Then your parts you have to cancel away. So 5 cups is equals to 50 minus 21. Make sense? Which is 29 cm. Find 1 first. 1C is equals to 5.8 cm. Agree or disagree?
Yeah.
And then this person wants to do what? He wants to pack the cups as a single stack into a box of. Now, if I can draw, I don't know how big is it, but I will just imagine that this is 87 cm tall. Correct or not? Well, when I put a cup, you realize that it will always look like that, right? Correct or not?
Yeah.
All the way, it goes all the way up until I cannot feel anymore. So whenever you do questions like that, you must remember to remove away this part first. Which part am I talking about? Yeah, because that is the only part that is available. You get what I'm trying to say? Shall we find one part first? We know one cup is 5.8, but do we know one part?
Find 3 cups.
Very good. Find 3 cups. So go and find 3 cups first. 5.8 times 3. Am I making sense? 17.4, correct? Then you can find how many parts? 2 parts. Am I making sense?
Yeah.
Which is 3.6. One part will then be 1.8. Am I making sense or not making sense?
Yeah.
Very good. So you know what your one part is? So you see your one part, which part am I talking about? This part over here is 1.8. Make sense or don't make sense? Then cup is what? Again, we learned that cup is what? 5.8, right? So to find how many, we just have to do what first? 7 minus 1.8. Agree or disagree? Always remove the extra. We get 85.2 cm, right? Then 85.2 cm, we have to divide by what? What do we have to divide by? Very good, which is 5.8. Am I making sense? All right, divided by 5.8, we get to an answer of 14.689. That means to say I cannot have 15. Down, the maximum must be 14. The most will be 14 cups. Am I making sense? So therefore, this is your answer for this question. All right, so what you want to do is to find the height of a plate. Okay, you can see that this thing over there, all right, is 2. So this is, sorry, what, 2, 6, right? So this is 6, this is 6, and this is 6, correct now? So this gap over here, right, this is actually just 2, correct? So the height of plate, as you can see over here, is basically how many cm? Just 2 cm. Well, once I'm done with that, I'm going to move on to the next one, Ken. Is that all they want us to do? Yeah, right? They say, hey, Matthew wants to pack the plates as a single stack into a box 1 meter high. 1 meter is 100 cm, right? So then they ask, Which two possible arrangement, A or B, will allow Matthew to pack more plates? Let's find arrangement A first. Whenever you do questions like that, you have to go in sets already, okay? For the first one, don't need. For the first one, very simple. Agree or disagree? For the first one, it's just everything is 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, right? Correct or not? So how many, what do you want to do? 100 cm? Do you, Why do you have to minus the 2 first?
Unless you go.
No need, no need. Wait, minus 2 meaning? To say the last one will just be like that, right? Correct or not?
Oh,
Yeah, it'll be just like that, right? Correct or not? Correct? Everything is the same one. There isn't any stacking inwards. Correct or not? So 100 divided by 6, you get to, divided by 6 cm, you get to 16.66667. Can I have 16.66667 plates? No, right? I can only have 16 plates. Agree or disagree? Now, what do you do next?
okay.
Correct. For arrangement B, then yeah, it gets more interesting. You see, for arrangement B, you have to group them up. I would prefer if I were to group them up like that. I count this as one set. Can you see that?
Yeah.
All right. So arrangement B, I don't know if you can see, this part is 8 cm. This part is also 8 cm, correct? So I say one set, there are 2 plates. Agree so far? This is arrangement B, okay? One set, there are 2 plates, and 2 plates is basically goes to 16 cm, correct?
Yeah.
So 100 divided by 16 first. Am I making sense? I'll get to 6.25 sets. Make sense? Then 6.25, you times 2 to find the number of plates, which is 12.5 plates. Agree so far? Well, can you have 12.5 plates? No, you have to round down to 12 plates. Correct or not? Okay, so which one actually gives you more? Arrangement? How much more? Very good. Am I making sense? 4 more plates. All right, so therefore this is your answer for this question. Okay. The question says that Mary decorated her house with balloons for a party. Maybe it's her birthday party. Okay. She arranged how many balloons? 14 balloons. 14 balloons means how many gaps? Yeah, so you want to write that first. You understand what I'm saying? All right, whenever you see something that whereby I have to hang it, usually it's about gaps and intervals. Is that okay? All right, I like to just put the concept as gaps first. Is that true? Can you understand or don't understand? Very good. So what you want to do next, okay? Well, you can see over here is that one gap is actually what? What is one gap? Is it equal? Yeah, 30 cm, right? So 13 gaps will be 30 times 13. True or not?
Yeah.
Right? 30 times 13, we get to 390 cm. Can you understand? And that is from gap to gap. Is that okay? Have I added the 35? Very good. So I have to do, so the total length from wall to wall, you write down wall to wall. Am I making sense? Wall to wall will be 390 plus 70. Can you understand why plus 70 or not? Yeah, very good. Very good. Okay, understand? Well, on the actual day, what happens? On the actual day, unfortunately, maybe because she blew the balloon few days back, right? Children go to pop, 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 pop. Correct now. It happens, huh? She burst how many? Very good. So from 14 drop to 10. You understand what I'm saying? And 10 balloons will basically be how many gaps? 9 gaps. True? 9 gaps. Again, do we know one gap is how much? We don't know, right? But we know one thing for sure. What is it? The wall to wall still stays as 460. So what we are going to do is we're going to remove the 50 and 50. Can you see that? Do you know why? Yeah, very good. So 9 gaps is basically equals to 460 minus 100, which is 360. Can you understand? What are we going to find? They say the new gap between 2 consecutive balloons. 2 consecutive balloons means how many gap? 1 gap. Am I making sense? All right, very good. So over here, this basically explains why your answer is 40. Here had a row of what? Wire. And this row of wire, right, she could make some stars. Anything to write? No. She used, sentence number 1 says she used what? 3.75 meters of wire to make how many small stars? Let's draw a model over here. This is excess and shortage for sure. 12 small. How many big? 15 big. Am I making sense? 15 big. Okay, so that's the first thing that I want to do. Am I making sense or not making sense? Okay. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. There was some remaining. Oh, wow. So she's like, yay. I used 3.75 to make this, right? So where's my 3.75? My 3.75 meters is over here. Can you understand? And then I still got something left. How much left? I don't know, right?
Yeah.
So I have this line called my actual. I cannot exceed this line. The amount of wire that I have stops here.
Yeah.
Anything more than here means I short off. Can you understand? I'm going to use black color for the next part, okay? Sentence number 3. She could not make a big star with the... Where's the remaining? Can you see the remaining is here? But what she could do? She could make the... Oh, because if she make with one big, she will be short of... Yeah, so I'm going to show that this entire thing is one big. Correct now?
Yeah.
You understand why? I need the
Yeah.
entire thing to make a one big. Correct now?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you write that down first. Right? And when I do that, what happens is that this is 4 cm. I need 4 more cm. Where's the 4 cm? Yeah. So she's like, fine, you know what? I shall not make a big one. What should I do? I should make a smaller one. Correct or not? It's still okay, lah. Still got a star, right? Everything stays the same. Understand?
Yeah.
Everything stays the same. But now she has decided, no big, never mind. I make a small one. Huh? I still have 3 cm left.
Yeah.
How good is that? That's great, right? Well, I always want to do something called mirror image. What do I mean? You can see once more is over here. Can you understand so far or don't understand? So you see, I mirror image. One small, this is one small. This is one small. This is 3 cm. This is 3 cm. What do you all see over here? Can you see the difference between one big and one small is how much? 4 cm. One big and one small. What is the difference? They say that because the... Very good. Why 7? Why 7? Why 7? Yeah, correct. Because in order for me to make one big, I need the entire thing, right? Then to make one small, you just need one like that. Correct or not? So what is the difference? The difference is 3 plus 4. Correct or not correct? Right? So 7 cm is my answer. Can? Well, let's talk about B, shall we? B says what? Row of wire Claire had at first. Oh. So do I want to use 1 or do I want to use number 2? Both works. I can do 2 better, right? So if I know 1 small and 1 big, right? The difference between 1 small and 1 big is what?
No.
Yeah, 7.
Yes.
How many big do I have? 15 big. How many small do I have? How small? Correct or not? Do I have 13 small? Okay, over here first. I'm talking about this part first. Can? You know why am I doing that? Because I know that. So what am I supposed to do now? Remove the 7. Because I know the total is how much? The total is how much? 3.75 meters, which is also 375 centimeters. Am I making sense? So we remove the extra first. Is that okay? Can you understand why am I removing the extra? How many extra do I have? It's not just 1, it's just not just 7 cm. How many extra do I have? Because this is 1, right?
Yeah.
I have how many times? 15 times. Correct. So 375 minus 7 times 15. Can you understand or don't understand? You sure? We get to 270, correct? 270 is equals to how many units? 12 plus 15. You understand why? If you don't understand, don't be afraid.
Because
So
like
you times 12 here, right? You times 15. Correct. The 1 unit, how many do I have? You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So 27 unit equals to 270. Make sense? 1 unit is actually equals to... You want to read the question? Head at first. This 10 is 10 cm, right? How much does he have FS? I'm going to show you which part am I going to highlight. I need this one. I need this one, which I actually know is 3.75, right?
Yeah.
But the problem is this and this. But I already know that 1 small is what? Very good. I just need to add back the 3 cm. Remember? Do you understand or don't understand? So what happens? I do 375 plus 10 plus 3. Am I making sense or not making sense? All right, this means my total is 388 cm at first. A square. Can you see a square? It's divided into 2 halves, right? The top half is divided into how many parts? 5 equal parts. While the bottom half is divided into... Wow. How?
Isn't the top?
Yeah. So the top and bottom has to be the... So instead of... I know on top is 5 equal parts, right? This is like different denominator. Bottom is 4, right? What you want to do is you want to times 4. You make them all into 20 equal parts. You understand what I'm saying or not? Yeah, you're absolutely right. You get what I'm trying to say? You say, hey, isn't it both the same because it's half-half, ma? Ah, so for the top one, how many shaded, how many unshaded? Can you tell me? For the top, how many shaded? Why 15?
No.
3 at first, right?
12.
Yeah, 3 times 4, which is equal to 12 shaded. Am I making sense?
Yeah.
How many unshaded? Just say 8 lah. Can? Can. Shaded? Unshaded? You can also tell me. 2 shaded ma, right? So 2 times 5. Actually 是 half-half, 你看 half-half. 2跟 2,
Yeah.
at first 是 2跟2, right? 现在就是也是一样哦 10 哦 Can you understand? So, you know how to do it? Very good. 12 plus 10 equals to 22 parts. Am I making sense? Right? So 22 parts is actually equals to how much? 165. Can you understand or don't understand? All right, very good. 1 part is actually equals to how much? 7.5. Can you understand? Okay, you can answer the question. The question says area of the square. Very good. How many parts are there? Area of the square means including shaded, unshaded, right? How many parts are there? Very good. 40 parts. Agree or disagree? 7.5 times 40. Therefore, your answer for this question has to be 300 centimeter square. Hi everyone, if you like this video, you can click right here for a similar video, or you can view our playlist here.